Welcome back to my Let's Play for Etrian Odyssey 2, and the last planned update for the month. And yeah, I went back and actually did some mapping out here, to map most things. If you're worrying about the event marker there, it's because there's actually a checkpoint there for looking into something. I'm just not sure what. Oh, you wouldn't, huh? Well, no. Kill off on that door for now. Okay. Thanks, Loi. Just go ask the Grand Duchy. You'll understand then. The Protector remains in place, blocking the door with his head hung low. You should return to town and visit the Duke's palace for an explanation. I'm guessing that means that there's a boss behind that door, and that's why we can't just go through it just yet. Of course, this is still annoying, because to fix this, I'm gonna have to head all the way out by foot, and then warp back in, and then walk back over here. And that just sucks, because, that's time-consuming. And there's no getting around the fact it's time-consuming, because, I'm gonna have to hoof it. I can't warp out, and I don't have warp wires yet. Because I can't buy them the shots with what I've currently given them. I mean, the key ingredient either I just don't have yet, or I need to get more of it, and I don't know what the key ingredients are. Maybe if I accept this job, to hunt down what's behind this door, they'll, open things up for me. Maybe. But we might as well check out on some other, pathways, while we have the option. Ah, blaze oil. Nice. But that's still not anything I'm really interested in. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, we'll take care of you, first, I guess. That way I don't have to worry about it later. Plus, this thing hits a lot harder than the cactus does anyway. Seriously, just die. Cystine's not gonna be able to do enough damage to this cactoid. I guess I'm gonna have to heal afterwards. That's alright. I mean, they're minor injuries, and I got the, points to spend on it. Probably should do that before I check this out, though. I'm guessing it's gonna be trouble. I mean, whatever this is, it's probably gonna be dangerous, no my luck. Oh, it's a secret passage. Well, cool. Is there some other doorway I, failed to notice? Oh, yeah. There's, this one, too, isn't there? Well, it leads to a chest, at least. A sleep bell. And a sealed door. Well, I'll make note of that later. I'll be back and can cover the mapping work I didn't finish. Viper it. Seriously. If I can get poison off on it, it'll be basically screwed. If nothing else, I'll at least get that one dead. Man, I was hoping for some luck with that poison, though. Yeah, I know I probably should have tried some healing support, but I'm crossing my fingers hoping I can take the crawler out first. Yeah, got it. Okay. That worked out in my favor. Okay, skills. Well, that's just gonna have to do for now. Man, having to walk all the way back sucks. I'm guessing this is where that other, stalker's at. Ah, the boar spear, huh? Well, I honestly don't care to explore the rest of this place. I mean, I can basically draw the rest in on my own. I don't need to, exactly map it out perfectly. Yeah, you do what you want. I might go back in there to get an exact idea of how deep it is. I think it's only 3, though. Well, since I know this thing is going to spend its first turn charging, this shouldn't be too hard. Assuming I don't miss, I should be able to kill this before it gets off its super attacks. I mean, as long as it doesn't blindside me, dealing with this thing's actually fairly easy. If I just had a little more attack strength, I could kill, you know, on that first turn. But, you know, what we got there is also acceptable. Okay. We're gonna have to lure this thing into a trap. Well, not a trap, just pulled away. Okay, everyone gang up on that first. I guess, mostly. Come on. Kill him with a gunshot for all I care, just get rid of them. Damn rollers. Man, I thought roly-poly rollers are supposed to be enjoyable until I ran into those things. Oh, finally noticed me. I was starting to go stir-crazy there. Like, what's it take to get this thing on my back? Like, it keeps blowing me off. It's annoying. I don't want it to ignore me. I want it to chase me. And try and kill me. Well, now. Yeah, the spots I haven't walked on myself, it doesn't count, even if I've painted them in. It's really stupid. Because my painting is correct. Those are exactly the points where that stuff's at. It's just choosing to ignore it. Ugh. Which really sucks. I'm like, I got an accurate map. Like, you don't have to, you know, treat me like an idiot. Once I get off this floor, though, I'm probably gonna do a jump cut over to the, duchy on the grounds that, you know, all the real threats against me at this point are on this floor. The second floor is easy enough to deal with. It's just walking through it that's gonna suck. If only that thing worked two ways. I mean, I have to get to the one on the next floor to do that, assuming that's where the boss is at for this area. Well, being blindsided by these guys isn't as bad. After all, the ladybug I can deal with fairly easily. It's the, red horn I worry about. Because those charge attacks just really screw me up. Okay, we made it to the second floor. And since we're not taking on the Fury Horns, I'm gonna cut off here and we're gonna jump to, you know, the duchy, you know. Till then, you know, see you in a little bit. And I'm back. I have to admit, I messed this up earlier when I was trying to do it because I forgot to pull the mic back down, so I left it up, so by the time I realized that, like, oh crap, I gotta go to bed because I got work at 5 in the morning, so yeah. I had to get up a bit early, you know, and try to get this done now before I have to go into work. But, you know, at least we got Sassy in the background, I guess. Somewhat. She was running earlier. She may have decided to move off by now. Well, I guess it's time to head to the Duke's Palace. A serious problem. How best to proceed? Oh, you there. You're the ones from Relgon, are you not? Excellent timing. I have a boon to ask of you. A boon, I say. I tell you now, it's a very dangerous mission. I won't force you to do it. But if you're willing to help this old man, perhaps you wouldn't mind hearing me out. Well, I mean, what else are we gonna do? I mean, we're kind of broke at the moment. Well, you'll do it? Splendid, splendid. Thank you very much. Allow me to explain further. A number of the guard corps have gone missing over the past few days. We have guards and mechs posted around the first realm to support new explorers, you see. I assumed the danger they would face, there wouldn't be anything that they couldn't handle. However, yesterday when the shift was over, 10 of them did not return. I fear something very bad is happening near the Labyrinth's entrance. Normally it's a mission I'd reserve for a guild like Beowulf or Esbat. But I think I can entrust this one to you. Let it motivate you to someday surpass those sterling guilds. Now go. Find out the source of the disappearances and save the gods. Oh yes, here, take this. It's a lure bell. All gods carry one with them at all times. If you see an enemy that's too much for you, you can stop its movements or lure it to you. It won't work on every monster in the Labyrinth, but it still comes in handy. We only have one left, alas, but you can make these from bell steel. If you want more lure bells, you can chop for the material on the 3rd floor. I'm relying on you. Make me proud. These bells can either stop a foe for a few turns or lure them to the spot where it's used. However, it only works on foes that are nearby. In addition, some foes are immune to its effects. Gotcha. Yeah, there's actually skills you can use on your characters that basically do the same thing, but do you want to invest points into that? Not really. At least if you can avoid it. I guess the sassy side got off her wheel again. She'll probably go back over there eventually. She likes to run a lot. After all, you know, that's how hamsters are. In the wild, they control rather big territories, so they like to run quite a bit. You know, relative to their size, they control big territories, I mean. Of course, before I went to talk to the Duke, I actually saw some items and got some new weapons. So I am a bit more, pumped up for battle at the moment. Of course, even with that, I'm still not really interested in fighting the foes around here. I already know I can't take the Stalkers in a fair fight. But the only way I could win is if I decide to poison them. And of course, I can't see them over here, because as soon as they walk in the territory, you know, that is not been covered by me directly, they go invisible. It's kind of annoying. Like, oh, you didn't personally step on this pad, so it doesn't matter if you color it or not. We are not going to count it. It's really annoying. Like, who cares if I personally stepped on that space or just stepped on, you know? Or that other one. I mean, is it really strictly necessary for it to know I stepped there for it to, you know, show me where it's at if I've painted it in? Obviously, I know where its feet are at, you know? Why is it messing with me unnecessarily about stuff like that? Oh well. No, it's just a mild irritant for someone like me, because I just really wish they'd show it, you know? Of course, I gotta cover this fast, because after I get done with this, I'm gonna have to get dressed for work. Probably have to finish processing this video afterwards. Because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to start uploading this before I go to work. Not unless I finish this early. Okay, we'll go this way, obviously, because we gotta get back to where we were. Holy suck. Because it means quite a bit of this episode's, you know, backtracking. And that's always fun. Just kill it already. Stinking hedgehogs. Oh, Sassy go back to hiding. Yep. I'm not surprised. She likes to hide a lot. I don't see her that often, because usually she hides in her igloo basically until I turn the lights off. She doesn't like being seen very much. Sort of like the mice. I don't see them that much. I mean, some of them hang out in spots where I can watch them a bit, like Chansey lately has been hiding out in a sleeping spot, you know, that's pinned against one of the walls, so I can see her little butt quite a bit right now. But if she's out, you know, outside of that spot and I spot her, she usually runs away in terror. Like, I was just changing the food bowls last night before I went to bed, or at least a couple of them because they were empty, and she was out and about on that side, and she's like, all of a sudden just running in terror as soon as I lift the top up just to grab the food bowl and take it out. She's like, oh my gosh, he's coming for me. I got to hide. Yes, we did. There you find the man himself alongside his pet, standing as if they expected you. I take it you heard the details from the minister. There is a somewhat resigned undertone for Boskull's words. Go on, then. I'll leave the matter of the missing soldiers to you. I have other things to do. Seems to be addressing this last to the beast beside him as he moves away from the door. One more thing, a little free advice. The reason why all those soldiers went missing is because a herd of deer are running amok in there. The area is choked with enemies. Never let your guard down and avoid combat whenever you can. These last words, Fosco and his companion walk away. Yeah, chaos. Just don't fight the deer in here, because you'll regret it. They're not to be trifled with. Foes in this game are just best avoided at all cost. A hideous stench, eh? The ground is stained crimson with blood, and corpses are stacked on the field. The blood-curdling sight reminds you of the mission you accepted at the Duke's palace. You agreed then to find the soldiers who never returned from their posts in the forest. The gruesome open grave before you may be the final resting place of those very soldiers. A sudden roar from the east of the room startles you. You know now what caused this slaughter. You suppose you're obliged to check the air for survivors, though your hopes are dim. The monsters to the east remain still. You see a side path leading into the forest. If you check the side path, you must defeat the monster or find another way. Your options are open. You only wish you understood just what they were. One thing is certain. This is a fearful monster, and your victory is by no means certain. Thankfully, these guys are just, circling, so sneaking in here and out isn't gonna be hard. That's the good news. The bad news is you pretty much are going to have to use that lure bell you got to lure the other one away, and I'm not sure how far away you have to be to activate it properly. Like, do I have to get up right next to it, or should I activate from a couple squares away? And yeah, when you have to stop and fight an enemy, it kind of messes up the foes, because they don't move initially. They give you a chance to kill the enemy. It can be a bit annoying. They're buffing their agility stats. It's not what I needed. Trying to make themselves a bit more evasive. Oh well, there's nothing else for it. I'm just gonna have to try and kill him fast. Seriously, get out of my way. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's any soldiers over here, just a chop point. Admittedly, one I normally wouldn't want to try and farm, just because, Fury Horns. And I'd rather not mess with them. Just because they're so much more powerful than I am. And the rewards for killing them are not many. The rewards for beating these guys is actually pretty small. You can get gum hides, which you can get off the rollers, or you can get like a deer hide, and that's about it. So there's little value in killing them. I don't know if this is an appropriate spot or not. Item, sleep bell, huh? Lures a foe within 3 spaces of where it's used. Well, that's definitely 3 spaces. Proof card. Oh, yeah. Try and move through here real fast. Ah, there would be an escape route here. Gotcha. Let's try and open this up. I assume now that we've opened it, we can go back through here, right? Yep, just like on the other game. Sweet. That's convenient. A frightened-looking soldier centers in the room, fearfully brandishing his weapon. Oh, are you explorers? Judging by his uniform, there is little doubt this is one of the missing gods. You tell him the mission you took as the Grand Duchy, and ask if he survived the attack. I'm saved, thank you! Yes, I was a member of the investigation team. My comrades, they were all slaughtered by that herd of deer. You tell the soldier the fate of the monsters and how to return to town safely. You're a lifesaver. I'll make sure to put in a good report for you when I get back. Well, at least he got out. Sadly, I'm gonna have to exit out, manually again. I'm getting so tired of that. Because it sucks. Now, thankfully that deer won't move over here to fight me, because it's holding that spot. So, getting out of here shouldn't be too bad. Darn it. The way they got split up was not very effective. Just die already. Seriously. Sadly, I'm gonna have to walk so far back. Is there like a quicker way out of here? Guess not. Seriously, I need them to start selling some warp wires for this stuff. Just for convenience. This getting back to town otherwise is a pain in my backside. And I guess I should heal after this too. At least a little bit. Okay. Well, that'll make everyone happy. Relatively speaking. Ugh. Come on, move faster. Yeah, I still consider this floor a threat just because if you get blindsided, you can get royally messed up here. So that far, I'm gonna have to get in front of that stalker and lure it again. I didn't want to have to do that. Because it's not very fun, using your body as bait. But at least we can get the reward for helping out that one guard who managed to, live. That's far enough. Darn it. Oh well, it'll take it a turn for it to follow me, so we should be alright. Plus, I can kill the ladybugs and stuff in one hit now, so it's even less of a threat. If anything, it just puts a bigger gap between us, and I'm quite happy with that, because, I prefer having the space. Yeah, I'm on my butt, but whatever. Well, we'll go this way. Well, we're almost done here. If only we could quick warp. This would be so much more useful. And that miss is gonna cost me a little. Not much, though. After all, I knew I could still pick up that roller anyway. Okay. I might just cover the entire way back. I mean, it shouldn't take me too much longer. And I don't have time to process this episode, twice probably. Or a third time, and I'd get tired of all the splitting anyway. Though getting out of here is usually convenient because the enemies are positioned in a way that lets you just pretty much walk by them as long as you don't get jumped. So you just be like, boom. Of course, we're still gonna have to walk the long way through the first floor. Yeah, just kill whoever you want. As long as Riel's got the venom flies. Seriously, screw those flies. I still hate that status effect. Well, this get me out. Relatively speaking. Now we're back on the first floor. Oh, that one guy's back? I guess it's been about 7 days. But since there's no reward for killing it again, I guess I'm not gonna worry about it. There's no rewards worth fighting that thing again. Plus, I'm in a hurry. Like, even if it drops something valuable, I just don't care. Because I'm assuming it's largely gonna drop trash. So there's a shortcut. I'm gonna have to note that. There's no easy mark on these shortcuts, though, darn it. Well, that was convenient. Well, let's report our results, I guess. Oh, you've returned. I heard all the details from our man. You did well indeed in rescuing him. He's given us an extensive debriefing on what happened in the Labyrinth. Marvelous work. Please accept this token of the Grand Duchy's gratitude for saving his life. Which reminds me, I imagine a report the guard filled on the events that transpired. According to him, the cause of so many monsters appearing in the first stratum was in fact the work of another monster. The Grand Duchy is issuing an official mission to resolve this crisis. You reported much to the matter already, so I will not force you to take part. However, no, it's nothing. You did well. Yeah, I'll go after him. You killed Dralgon. You're accepting this mission? I cannot thank you enough for going back into the breach to rid the forest of this threat. I'm going to explain fully. As you have heard already, powerful monsters have been appearing in the first stratum. The cause seems to be that the King of Beasts, called Chimera, has settled on the 5th floor. It's a Chimera's roar that draws monsters from the upper floors down to the first stratum. Once we defeat this Chimera, we eliminate the roar that lures such terrible fiends downwards. It's a serious crisis, make no mistake. We must destroy this Chimera, King of the Beasts. But that'll have to wait for another time, because I'm assuming, it's on the 5th floor, because they usually like to split these stratums by 5 floors apiece in my experience. Which means, we got another floor or two to get through to, to get to the Chimera. Until next time, then. See ya.